Hello and welcome back. It is me, Badger, and you know that little audio issue we had? Well, I filmed them back to back, didn't I? So both of them are corrupt, which is why we're doing the same thing on this one as well. So we get achievement fever in this, and we're trying to unlock the two achievements there, the public transport and the residential one, and so we are just going hell for leather in this episode, trying to unlock them both without thinking about the repercussions or long-term city planning. So we put in a train hub, which is what I really wanted to do in our little transport hub here. Might reposition it in future episodes, but for now that's good there. And this is going to join up and create a local line. Now, instead of it being completely silly and going all the way on top of that mountain, we decided to go through the mountain with this one and create like a tunnel. And I think it turned out quite well. No, I didn't want to go that far because that looks like a roller coaster, so I pull it back to there, but that still looks like a roller coaster, so we do it again. And we make it look like it's appearing out of the mountain, and that looks superb. Join it up, and there you go, all plugged in. We are now getting residents from the other side of the river coming over through the train network. I mean, it's not a direct route, but you can now get from pretty much anywhere in the city to anywhere else. Might take a while though. So then we have a look at the train line going through and just making sure it goes all smoothly, and yeah, that is really smooth. And just making sure it stops in the station, because you can't really see into those stations, which is one fault I will give it. And yeah, we were having a look and we realised there's no buses over there anymore, so a bit weird. Gonna have to put some of those in to keep like the life moving around that place. And now what we really want to do is bring those train stations over, those train lines over, but we also want to bring one down south. So we're only going to be bringing one of these two that we've got on the screen at the moment around, and we're going to be bringing one from the other side, just to make the city feel loved. Now this was a little bit ambitious, trying to make it curve round to the local line. I decided against that in the end, and we're now bringing the bridge across to bring like more people into the downtown. And we go with the same kind of philosophy of building a tunnel through the mountain instead of going over the mountain, because you know trains really don't like mountains or going up really sharp inclines. Yes, so we're going to bring one of these down is a passenger line into the downtown, and one of them will be going down as a cargo area into the other way, or maybe both. I'm not sure at this particular point, but we do know that the local line has to come off here because it looked a bit ridiculous coming off the other one, so this is us just fitting the local line in. And then we do the same thing, trying to build the bridge in. We think, oh yeah, one will be fine. And I'm like, doesn't look great, plus it's going to be really busy. So we decided to put two bridges across. Same thing again, we put another tunnel through the mountain. So then we put the grandiose station in. I'm not really quite sure why at the end of this video, but it does look quite good there. I might take it out, I'm not sure in the end. So we're hooking it up right now. I do like the look of it, and I've always wanted to place one down. I'm not sure if there's much of a need for it in that particular circumstances. That's why I might take it out. And then this is why we decided, like, actually, no, these tunnels are silly. let's pull back and actually flatten out the landscape a bit and redo the tunnel with the train lines. Oh, just off slightly, that really annoyed me. So we go in from the other direction to make it line up better. So I'm thinking that the outside trains will go to the big train station, and the local lines will go into the one further down the track. And that way it just brings a bit of life coming through your stations here. And here we go, we'll bring the motorway back in. Now I believe that you should always make the motorway go over the train station and the train lines, because it would be far cheaper to make the roads do that than to make the train go over do it the opposite way round. That bridge needs a bit of work. So yeah, we've actually got rid of this now because it was fairly pointless. There was only 10 vehicles using it or something silly. So we pull that back, and just to make it a bit more natural, we try and make it at least follow the local line that we have there. And then we plug it in, and then we think about making it go off to the left, but then we realise that this kind of a K junction that it can go left. So then we prepare to get the other line going the other way, and that is our train lines plumbed in. Those other two spare ones are going to be used to go to a local route across the river to the other side. And then this is where we redo the line, because I wasn't really happy with the layout from the last time, and this looked so much better. I'm so glad it took a little bit of extra time just to do this. Just using the curve tool really gave that good angle. And there, boom. So now we've got to connect it up and put a bridge over the train line. Accidentally deleted it, so bring it back. Just trying to keep the same shape as the original section there. Didn't really work. Changed the road over, so we know where the boundary line is now. It's where the big train station is. And this will be covered in offices one day, but currently we're trying to work on that achievement, so a bit drunk there on the old camera, so we just follow the train just to make sure. And at this moment we realise the train tracks on the left there were disconnected, so we have to go back and fix those. But yeah, as you can see, it just brings a bit of life with trains going back and forth through the city, and then that should be all good for receiving train station and train passengers. And we're going to have a local line going that way. Might change that, probably should. I don't think every train station has to connect up with every train station. I mean, some of the fun is some of the joy of taking the train is the actual changes and finding your way around a system. So this is where I was okay, I've got to destroy this metro line to bring in another line going to the north. We're going to make it go under and back over for a little bit. But then we thought, nah, let's just make a bridge over. The first ever metro bridge I built. And we're really trying to get people to flow and work wherever they want to work, so connecting these lines up is very important. And then we put another one out there. Now this one really downhearted me because I think this took like a lot away. I didn't want to take a lot away from the tram station we put in, because I love that tram station that we put in, but at the end of the day we've got to do what's right. So this would be taking less pressure off the tram service. I mean, it's always going to be needed for the football matches, and yeah, people are going to prefer to take the tram than going down into a sweaty tube box. That's it. Wiring it in, plumbing it all in. And it's looking quite good. We then expand the industrial zone, because again we get those achievement eyes, and we know we're not that far away from 10,000 industrial. Then we notice there's a high crime rate, so we put down the police department, and we put in the hospital. We don't want to just put it on a main road. And also we wanted to build a tunnel, so it was easier access to get to east to west. And then we put a firefighter service in, and another one for the down bit with the industry, and then little road off there, and boom, hospital. Then we decided to add some leisure facilities and park facilities into the city to try and make them upgrade. And yes, you've got to break a few eggs to make an omelette. So we did it. And then we put loads of skate parks in the industrial zone, because if you put trees in that area, they will die. But strangely it gives you beauty points, so I don't know how that one works. And then we forgot about schooling, so we put schools in those areas. And I think these turned out really well. I mean, there's not going to be much traffic going through those, so it's all good for now. Oh, and then I saw this, where it's like construct 7 of those multi-platforms, and I was like, I could do that. 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, 5, and 6, 7. Boom. Got it. Then I'm like, hold on, construct a ferry. Haven't we done that? Haven't we constructed a ferry pier? And no, we haven't, so we put it in. Boom, achievement unlocked, which we put in. Then we had to connect the ferry line up, and I'm not very good with the old ferry line, so try to fiddle about with this and make the boat stop. I didn't realise you might have to delete the line first or let it settle. So we eventually made it stop at the ferry stop. There we go, boom, boom. And that was perfect. So that's more people coming in via boat, which is brilliant, more keen activity and people moving about the place freely. Okay, so then I have a look at this traffic problem, and I'm like, I know what, I'm going to create the most convoluted dual carriageway I possibly can, because that is what the situation is calling for. It's very painful to watch this. So I'm actually going to disconnect that in the future, the next one, just to fix that up, and going to split off the motorway into 2 sections. So where you see this coming down, that is going to split off from the motorway directly. This is me failing to put in a roundabout. Then we're like, actually no, let's make you go that way. Boom. And let's make that one go the other way. Yeah, see, this just looks unnecessary. We can just split off the motorway and that'll be far more effective at this than, you know... I don't even know what I was doing here, what I was thinking. I think... Was I drunk today? Like, what is going on here? Oh dear Lord. So yeah, then we try and create like a lay-by type scenario like we've done it in the industrial industry on the other side, and that did not really work. I mean, it worked, but there was like no point in it, as you'll see, because people were just coming on and off. So anyway, we'll let that run. And we're like, yeah, let's build an underground tunnel for that bit. Did not work. Strangely. This kind of worked, but still it's just lots of tunnels. Not very proud of that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking here. I mean, at least we're doing lane mathematics, so that's one thing. I just don't know. Oh my lord. You know what? Yeah, no, this is just madness. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh dear. Okay. Wow. That's getting redesigned. First thing. I mean, we did put another way into the city for them there, so that did ease the pressure, so that's going to stay. Also needs to be like a cargo transport system down there, but we're going to get to that at a later date. That is it. That is the disappointment of the whole thing. I think we unlocked some of them on that one. I'm not really sure. You can go back and check, but oh my lord, I really need to check the audio, and I need to stop getting achievement fever. And yeah, it will get better. Get back on stride. And I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed that, and remember to like, subscribe, and maybe even hit that bell notification button so you don't miss out on the next episode. Oh, we still got some seconds. Why not give me some feedback in the comments below? It would be greatly appreciated. And bonus, you can find me on your favourite social media platform. Links are in the description below. Until next time, have a lovely day.